Thermal runaway at the cell level can typically be mitigated to some extent. The big concern or the big risk is thermal runaway that cascades from a single cell to adjacent cells, then can actually consume a battery module and maybe even then spread from battery module to battery module. So hazard assessments are key to determining what safety and mitigation actions are needed to ensure your battery storage system is safe. And here's a little more information on thermal runaway from a battery cell, really the path of how you get there. Typically, it's some type of abuse factor or a manufacturing defect can actually drive the battery into thermal runaway. Manufacturing defects can affect many parts of the cell. In fact, a manufacturing defect can cause a cell to go into thermal runaway when it is not under any of the typical abuse conditions. So again, quality matters, and even at the cell level, it does matter. And here's just a few selected quality risks for battery cell manufacturing. A lot of these come from our experience in the QA world, going into global battery factories and doing quality audits and process monitoring. But as you can see, again, many battery cell factories, they're highly automated, but even though they're highly automated, there's a lot of variation between quality systems, even between manufacturing process capability, and the benchmarking capabilities between factories can really support the ability to understand risk and understand what a buyer is getting into when they're working with certain battery suppliers. And here is some selected risks from our audits in battery module manufacturing. And battery modules, again, are really where you take the individual battery cells and you mechanically package them. And oftentimes there may or may not be some thermal management incorporated into the module, whether it just be something as simple as a passive heat sink to allow air to blow over, or it's actually the water-cooled systems, liquid-cooled system through plates. And then the module has some type of battery management system attached to it that helps oversee the battery, manage the batteries, and attempts to protect the batteries from abuse factors. But many